it for you. In the podcast. Do it for the cat. About to do the cat. In the podcast. Do it for the cat. Do it Hey guys, welcome to the E-Room. My name is Isaac. Here I have mad co-hosts right here, man. Who are you guys? Who are you guys, man?
Raleek.
Mally.
Amy.
And, I'm here. Here on this podcast, we talk about
Current events, social issues, career paths, and whatever we want to talk about, man.
it hasn't changed though. Look,
Yeah.
wait. So instead of sending, we don't have a request box anymore. Just comment whatever questions you guys have in the comment section below. You feel what I'm saying? But it is a new year. It's our first time recording in the new year. How was y'all break, man?
Decent. Gained like 10 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
How was y'all break, man?
My break was calm, just playing basketball upstate, celebrating New Year's with the family.
Sure, for sure.
My break was good. My cousin came, and I spent time with her. So, yeah.
Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Do you guys?
I feel like New Year's resolutions just start now, man. That's the resolution. Start now.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you 2 weeks from like 2023, you gotta just start now instead of saying you're gonna start next year. Then it's gonna be another day.
Yeah, I don't
Another
believe
day.
in
wake
New
up.
Year's
Like, come on now.
resolutions.
You gotta just start now.
I don't believe in New Year's
Can't be like-
resolutions because there's a lot of people that just talk and then go at it for 2 weeks or a week. Some people can't even go for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people have a resolution and then they just don't follow up for it for the
Either
rest
way.
of the year.
Either way, consistency matters. So, like, if you're not gonna start now, then eventually you're probably just gonna stop. Like,
Yeah.
they always be like, I'm gonna start Monday.
Yeah, and that's just
Yeah.
discipline. I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people who set goals for a new year just aren't disciplined.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Do y'all think New Year's resolutions are sustainable? You feel me?
No.
Nah, not
Have you
really.
ever made a New Year's resolution and you just never acted on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too.
2023, I'm telling you.
2021.
2023, I did not act on my resolution.
No,
2023.
I didn't even make resolution 2023.
I mean, I
think
never make resolutions.
2023, I realized that the New Year, New Me stuff was stupid.
Lie.
And you feel me? I just worked on myself at that moment. You feel what I'm saying? If you're going to work on yourself, work on yourself. Whenever you think about it,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? And if you don't have the resources, try and get the resources.
Yeah, because then you fall into the cycle of just keep saying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Procrastinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Like,
Rocky said, though,
you're
there is no
procrastinating
tomorrow.
every year, bruh.
Yeah.
It's
you
a
can't be
literal
doing that.
cycle. Like this month, gyms make the most money. What do you think happens the rest of the year? Everybody's procrastinating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah.
Stats right there.
Like the first month, January,
They started
everybody
gym
says, "Yo,
membership.
they started gym membership. I'm going to lose weight or whatever, or I'm going to gain weight." And feel me? After this month, it just goes back down to the normal income.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, it's in their mindset. That's just crazy. It's just a month, and they just thinking they can do better. If they're not doing better the whole year, then you're never gonna do better.
But I think people learn now.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a little meme that people learn now. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's-
saying?
yeah.
I think it's just so we've had this thing for like the past 50 years. I don't know when that new year, new me stuff started, but I feel like let's just say 50 years. I feel like they fooled us for like 48 years, and then for the
Yeah.
past 2 years, we just realized, yeah, I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah.
But
So how do you make sure you're the best version of yourself?
I just think to make sure I'm the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
Whenever something happens to where it's like, damn, I need to improve on it, I'll just improve on it right then and there. I don't really think like, okay, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'll just wait till I'll wait till to speak to somebody, which speaking to people helps too, but I feel like to be better yourself, you gotta self-reflect. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need to be self-aware of what you're doing. Like, you cannot just say that you want to do this and you want to do that. First, you need awareness of what you think you have to change and then work on that.
For sure. Self-reflect. Yes, I feel like you should self-reflect at least every other day. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how can I be better than
What
I
can
was
work
yesterday?
on?
Or
Because the goal is, I just want to be better than I was yesterday.
yeah,
Well, what I started doing was like after every game, like I would look in the mirror and like talk to myself about things I need to work on, things I did good on, and like how I could become a better like athlete and things like that. Cause I'm a senior and like my main goal is to like get offers and gain some recognition from my college coaches and continue the path.
yeah, facts. Because I feel like after every day, you should be self-reflecting.
For
Yeah.
sure. We're going to go over to the Dear Epic segment. Thank you.
Hi.
My name is Fahamin.
And my name is Ms.Santiago, and this is
is
Dear
Dear
Epic. Woo! Okay, so what's the topic today?
Today we are talking about inner peace, healing, and also creating your own peace and working.
Yes, today we will be talking about being intentional about your healing. You know, it's something that you should be practicing every day. Oftentimes you hear people talk about, I want to heal, I want to be the best version of myself, but they're not putting in the work. It's a lot of work, girl. You got to put in effort, right?
It is, 'cause it's like you want to heal, but if you don't do anything, nothing's gonna happen.
Can you talk to me about maybe your healing journey?
Oh, okay. Personally, me, I started on our last episode. You know how we mentioned affirmations.
Yes.
I started doing that a lot, and honestly, it worked. Also, like journaling my feelings and talking about how I feel like every single day. Like if something's bothering me, like I write it, and then when I like start writing it, the thought and stress just like poof out of my mind and onto that paper, and then I throw that paper away.
That's interesting. I like that. Journaling is a great coping strategy. I would say the first step to healing is being self-aware.
Yeah,
If-
actually, yeah.
Yes, if you're not self-aware of where you're at mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's very difficult to start the healing journey, because it's important to identify where exactly you're at and where you want to go. You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you're at, right? So I think that it's important to be self-aware, practice self-awareness.
Also, like oftentimes, when some like bad situation or something happens, like sometimes we blame ourselves, but instead of blaming yourself, you should ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like, such a failure? Why am I feeling this way? And once you like dig deeper, that's when your healing journey really starts.
That's true. Digging deeper. I think that a way to heal is feeling what you have to feel.
Yeah.
I think
like,
that as human beings, naturally we run away from quote unquote negative emotions like resentment, trauma, disappointment, anger. What else is super, super deep? Frustration, pain, emotional distress. These are things that we run away from when sometimes you have to go through it, like really go through it in order to heal. And I think, we just run away from it. That's why you don't want to do the work. You don't want to do that. Who wants to feel sad all the time? No one.
It's like you have to talk to yourself in order to like find more about yourself. Like start thinking of yourself as like any other person, like getting to know yourself better, how you would get to know like your new friend that you made or something like that. Because then that's when you start finding your true self and your true purpose and everything else.
Yeah, and taking the time to do it as well. So for me, I like to do all of that in the morning. Yeah, the way I set my day is incredibly important to me. So if I wake up grumpy, that's pretty much how my whole day is going to be. So when I wake up, I like to take time to breathe. I know that sounds weird, but breathing is so important to
like even like
help
right
you
before
calm.
starting this episode, I took a deep breath and I let it all out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be mindful, to be present in the moment. And one of the ways of doing that is to breathe, right? Because when we breathe, we don't think, oh my God, we're breathing right now. But it's time.
Yeah.
It's important to take that step back and remind yourself that you do breathe, to help you calm down. So another thing I do is pray. I'm a big prayer.
Ooh, me
Yes. Meditate. I love to meditate. What else do I do? I go out on walks. I journal. I exercise.
too. That's nice.
Yeah.
I've been trying to exercise, but
Yeah, it's so important for your mental health. And pretty much my whole point right now it's just to take the time to do it. It's very difficult to do that because as human beings, we're so focused on, oh my God, I gotta go to work. Oh my God, I gotta go to school. I have to take care of my child. But it's so important to always redirect the focus inward because, we have to pay attention to what's going on. If not, slowly it'll start manifesting in our behavior. And sometimes we'll eventually develop maladaptive coping skills. Like some adults start drinking. Like you'll start seeing it that. Yeah. Exactly.
Also, I want to bring something else up. Have you ever heard this quote that's like, letting go of the past, but when one door closes, another one opens?
Yes, of course.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. Okay. You want me to talk about like what I think about the quote, or
What do you think about it?
when one door you said closes, one door opens?
Yeah,
I do believe that. I think that sometimes situations happen to you, and depending on how you perspective is everything, right?
Yeah.
So I think that sometimes we believe something horrible is happening to us, but there's always an opportunity for you to utilize that situation to grow, to learn. There's always something that you can learn, and then for the next time you're like, oh, I remember this. Maybe I shouldn't act this way, or maybe even being more in control of your feelings, because oftentimes we blame everything else. We don't look inward. We lash out. We blame other people. But when you realize that other people are also suffering and they're in their own bubble, you don't. You tend not to blame them anymore, and you start looking inward. And it's not to say that people are faultless and that we don't hurt each other, because we are humans and we tend to do that.
You have to be considerate,
Yes, you'll start to see that your life changes once you learn how to react to situations, or lack thereof reaction, and you can.
Lack of reaction actually works.
Oh my God, it took forever for me to learn that, girl. I'm still learning that. It took forever for me to learn that. I wish I knew that at a younger age. It would have saved me so much like anxiety. Although like I'm glad that I went through that because that's exactly I learned from it. So
I truly believe like even the smallest things is like everything happens for a reason, and it's either you learn something or to like change the way you are and stuff. I truly believe that. And also like you said, like prayer and stuff, and just like it doesn't have to be like a god or anything. It could be like talking to the universe about your feelings, or just talking to something or someone about how you feel really helps.
Yes, and being okay with seeking help. Not being afraid of seeking professional help, going to therapy, speaking to a psychologist or even a psychiatrist if you feel
also
like.
making sure like you don't compare your trauma or problems you're going through with like another person's problems, because honestly everyone has different problems in their life, and the way you feel about something, someone else might feel the same way but about a different thing.
That's true, because sometimes when you compare your trauma, you start to feel like you shouldn't feel that way. Like, oh, I shouldn't feel that way because it's not that bad.
Yeah, you start feeling like that, but it shouldn't be like that. Like, you should still seek out for help. You should still, like, like recognize that trauma, try to work through it, heal.
That's true, because we're all humans at the end of the day, and we all experience some type of, emotional distress, and it's important to not compare yourself, like you said. Yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
So if somebody is brand new to this idea of mindfulness and healing, how do you suggest we start that journey? What would be a great first step for somebody?
Honestly, I'd tell that person to take a paper, jot down every single thing you're feeling. Like, everything, like, about how you're breathing. Like, is it, like, steady? Is it, like, like, it just stops? Like, like, sometimes when you're breathing, it's not, like, steady. It just, like, midway it stops, and it's, like, it continues. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, just jotting down everything you feel. If it's, like, just, like, a little bit of stress, like, everything, like, how your day was and stuff. And then we could take that paper and we could, like, reflect on each and every single thing and figure out what problems you might have and work through it.
I think also taking the time to just break away from everything and just focus on yourself. Again, I think that we're always so busy and we're never mindful of what exactly is going, what's happening within us. Another thing that I recommend that I forgot to mention earlier, I'm a big lover. Like, I love self-help books. I love self-help books.
Too. I like psychology books.
That's literally all I read, though.
I love the laws of human nature.
Oh, okay.
It's so good.
Are we allowed to like mention books? Cause so yeah, okay. All right. I recently like the actual name and the author and
I mean, we can't
we're in school, but yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that before we started rolling. Anyway, I read a book. I'm not sure how to pronounce the author's name, but it's Pieces Every Step. And that book was recommended by a friend, and it definitely helped a lot. It helped me understand how I process things. It gave me a different perspective.
So you got to like know yourself better and also shift perspective?
I think it was more of shifts my perspective. Yes. And one of the big things or the big takeaway that I took from that book is that just like we have planted seeds of trauma and negative experiences, we also have planted seeds of peace. And it's about watering those seeds as opposed to the trauma and like the negative experiences, or at least that perspective. And also being okay with revisiting your trauma, but having the perspective of embracing it and almost like, like when you think of your childhood, you kind of imagine like the little girl version of you.
Yeah.
Like thinking of giving her a hug as opposed to running away from that emotion.
When I think of when I was like little, like I look at myself from a third person point of view.
Oh, okay, so exactly.
Like, like, you can't find yourself unless you go back to how you were as a kid and heal whatever you were going through and how you were as a child. And once you like heal that part of you, that's when you start, like elevating and basically finding your new self.
Exactly. So let's start closing this out. What do you feel like the takeaway of this podcast was?
The takeaway is honestly just like being considerate towards yourself, not like like blaming yourself for certain things, and just like taking the time to heal and stuff, and also understanding like other people's perspectives as well. I want to recommend a book.
Okay.
It's called Girl in Pieces, but it basically talks about this girl, like she's a teenager. Like I feel like I want to recommend this book because honestly, if you read it, like you'll see everyone is going through so many different things, and basically their character in the book, she like does self-harm because of like trauma and whatnot, and she goes to this like like community to seek help and stuff. And a lot of stuff like unfolds, and it's really comforting knowing that like you're not alone, and also like also getting to see other people's like perspectives and stuff, and understanding that I should look after my peers and stuff because they might be going through something similar that I'm not aware of, and just digging deeper into that.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I would say the takeaway from this podcast is taking the time to truly heal and put in the effort. Yeah. I would say that would be the big takeaway for me anyway, what I wanted to get across. Taking the time because it's not easy. And
also it gets lonely like sometimes.
Yes, it can.
If you're doing the same thing, but just know like you have to like change your perspective. You got to be like, it's going to be lonely, it's going to be hard, but like I'm going to become great after this.
Yes. And through difficulties, there's always an opportunity for growth.
Yeah.
So thank you, Epic.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't put yourself down. Sometimes you got to give yourself a lot of credit, too.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? You always got to give yourself credit.
Yeah, because a lot of time there is something that sometimes I get caught up into. Like, sometimes you get caught up into the past, and in the present, you mess up in the present. Like,
yeah, I also feel like sometimes I just don't do good enough. You feel what I'm saying? I need to do better. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's good to get like pat yourself on the back, like yo, I
Yeah,
tried.
that's true.
You
Yeah,
feel what I'm
'cause
saying? But
sometimes-
you should strive to do better. But
yeah.
You should try. You
Yeah.
shouldn't just give up easily. You should at least
Yeah.
try to work on yourself.
yeah, for sure. I feel like there's a lot of things we do. You know what I'm saying? You should give yourself credit for waking up
Yeah.
this morning and coming to school, even though you
Outta
just didn't
bed.
feel like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta notice your rights and wrongs.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Of course.
Of course. But yeah, man. You always got to be self-aware. You feel what I'm saying? That's just a big thing in life as we get older. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're not gonna have people to hold us accountable. So y'all gotta hold ourselves accountable. Because sometime one day you're gonna be by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
You know what I'm
can't just
saying?
be people telling you what you're doing wrong. It needs to come from you.
And also you have to keep. And if you know you're bad with holding yourself accountable, I think it's important to keep people around you that hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want friends that come to you and lie to you.
Y'all feel
or-
like y'all friends hold y'all accountable?
Yeah.
Basketball wise and off the court sometimes, yeah.
Definitely in the gym. 100% in the gym.
Mm.
Like they would tell you yo, this is the worst you ever looked, bro.
Yeah.
Like
They
they
just
just
Yeah.
tell you that.
they
And I
give you,
appreciate, bro. Like,
they
you,
give you-
you appreciate that?
they give you good feedbacks and bad feedbacks. Like what I said earlier, things you need to work on, things you improving on,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, with sports too, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Usually, there's a lot of pros and cons you do that day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's always it's like a spectrum. You feel what I'm saying? Some days you might have bad days. Some days you have good days. But
Yeah.
you're always going to have teammates that tell you, yo, you did good. Keep it
the
up.
thing is, some people in this generation, they don't want to take the constructive. They don't really want to take the constructive criticism.
They can't take it.
Yeah, they
But
can't.
it's do you rather someone lie to you or you rather
Yeah.
honesty?
But some people think they're too good they're too good
Yeah,
to you
they're
feel me?
cocky and stuff like that. They think
Yeah.
they're better than what they are and
Can
stuff like
always
that.
get better.
Yeah, you can always
Always
get
get
better.
better.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think you always
The
Ki-
best.
always the best, and you can always
But-
learn from somebody.
But you gotta have the confidence that you're the best, even if it's
Yeah.
in sports or in life.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
But how do you stay I always struggled with confidence, and then I don't know, cause okay, you gotta stay confident, but you also gotta be humble enough to take criticism from everybody else. How do you navigate through that? So you think
Sometimes
I mean,
it's a mental thing?
confidence comes from preparation. If you have a bad preparation, it's gonna show in the games. You're not gonna succeed at what you do best.
Yeah.
So you just gonna fail, and then you're gonna feel bad about yourself and be oh, I should have did this, but you should have had a good performance in preparation, so you won't have to stress about that. When you
Sure.
look
Yeah,
at
because
yourself in the mirror.
if you didn't put in the work, then if you didn't put in the work, then you're not gonna be confident in what you're gonna do. Even if that's in school, if that's in athletics or anything, you're just not gonna be confident.
I think some people aren't confident all the time, but it's I was watching this video and it was talking about faking it till you make it, cause
Fake it till you make it.
yeah, cause you basically don't let people see how you're feeling, even though you're not always feeling that confident. You have to pretend, and that's basically manifesting the confidence into your life.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Nah, I can't.
Oh, I see it, but
It's because
Yeah.
there's some people that don't like when people are seeing them down. You know?
yeah, I can see that.
That's why some people fake the confidence so they can feel better about themselves.
It's not. It might not be that. I don't know.
It was confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's switch it up. You feel what I'm saying? So we get into an age.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing with y'all permits, licenses?
I got my driver's license. I gotta take my driver's test.
Damn,
You
I
got your
don't
license?
got my
Yeah.
permit yet.
Bro,
Chuck.
I don't even got mine. I've been trying to take it for a minute, but I've been
The test is easy
procrastinating.
though.
The test, the permit.
Yeah, it's
Permit
really
test?
easy. It's
You did the practice test before?
nah.
You didn't do it? You didn't do
Well,
the
I
practice
did it
test?
for 2 minutes, and then I went to the building. Then I went to DMV. I took it. I passed it. I think I only got like one wrong though. I still passed it though. So
No way, bro.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
easy.
but
It's like 12 questions
Wait,
on
what
there
day
too.
can you take it? You take it every day, right?
I took mine on the weekends
Yeah, I'm
because
gonna take
Okay.
mine.
the weekdays is crowded.
Yeah.
weekends is
Yeah.
crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Who
go
was
on the
off
weekend.
from work?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I should probably do it on a weekday then. I don't like waiting.
But do you have to make a reservation, right?
Yeah. Like when I walked in there, I seen people like 60 and 50, like still trying to get their license.
Nah,
That was
man.
just like that's crazy.
Nah, because some people in New York, they don't really have to drive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
New York people in Manhattan, they really just
They
be
just be
walking. Because
walking.
everything is in
Everything
Manhattan.
is right there.
taking the train,
Taking the train, like
taking
you
the
don't really
bus.
need it.
you know what I'm saying? You could we could really navigate without like taking the we don't need a car. It's not like Atlanta or like
Yeah.
that which you need a car.
Yeah, because in other like rural countries and all that. I mean, not rural countries, like rural states and all that. Like they literally, like the buses be coming in like every 30 minutes. It's
Every
every
30
like
minutes,
30
hour.
minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
And
shit.
there's barely any bus stops.
But even like New York State, you could still take like the Long Island Railroad or you could still travel from Jersey to New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the tri-state area is pretty easy. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You don't need a license that as much as you would need in other states. But
Yeah.
we get into that age. How do y'all feel about getting it? Like, have y'all gotten a ride from somebody around our age?
Yeah.
Like
my,
17,
my
18,
cousin.
19? Is he a good driver? Well, let's not say is he, like, how do y'all
feel
tell,
comfortable.
like, are y'all comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, it was like this was on my birthday. We was going to the city. Like he started speeding. I was
Oh,
telling him to
nah,
slow
bro.
down. I'm like, you gotta chill. Like I'm not trying to like
You
get
know
into
what
an accident on my birthday. I'm just trying to make it home safe.
You know what I mean? How would y'all say somebody around our age was trying to get into a car intoxicated, right?
Yeah.
How would you go about telling them, yo, I can't do this, bro. You're gonna have to sober up, bro. Tee up. You know what I mean?
How do you
I would just say it like
sober
that.
up? Open like order Uber. I'm not getting in that.
Yeah.
car,
I'm not gonna.
sorry.
I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, you my mans and all, but I can't get in this car with you. I don't think it's safe. I'm like, we gonna call Uber
Yeah.
or ask one of our
Yeah,
parents
I'm
to drop
taking
us
the
home or
train.
something.
I might just
I'm
'Cause
not-
there's no way. Like if he's acting like you can tell when somebody's drunk. Like they just be
Of course.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no
taking that
social.
risk.
chatting. They be like. just
it's for them too.
randomness.
You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to see them end up locked up
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they made a stupid decision to get in the car intoxicated. You
There's
feel
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
different like bad outcomes that can come out from that.
Of course.
I
You
have a
feel me?
quick question though. Did y'all experience any like drunk, like what's it called, like drunk parents or anything like
My uncle.
family members that was
Mm-mm.
at Christmas time, not Christmas,
My uncle.
Christmas time.
Oh yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
My uncle.
Nah.
They was chatting, right? They was like,
Nah.
wasn't they like just
It's so
talking the whole time?
Yes, they was chatting.
Just talking.
Just like and then touching me like
Yeah.
I love you.
aggressively, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's weird how like drinking can affect different people different ways. It's so weird. Like some people can be like emotional.
Calm.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be I don't really.
It's
I'm
crazy.
never around people that are drunk, but like I would never want to be around an emotional, like drinker, bro.
Everyone is like annoying.
A chill one is like, but I don't think it's such a thing as a chill drunk. That's just me because I don't know anything
I
about
think
chill
people
drunk.
just sleep.
Some people funny as heck though.
Nah, one of my
Oh, yeah.
uncles. Nah, he was funny when he was drinking up. Like
And he changed
Why
into
are
a
we
whole
talking
different
about
person, man.
funny though.
Yeah.
How do you handle somebody in your friend group that you think might be using substances they shouldn't?
Well, it's
Oh.
honestly we're at the age where it's a little bit up to them, but like you can like
There's always like a
Accountability, but,
nudge.
like,
There's
you-
always like a nudge
yeah, a
from
little
me
bit,
to
but
like.
at some point it's up to them. Like you can tell them like I be telling some people like, but it's up to them at some point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll always like try and nudge them. Throw a little sub,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? This wouldn't be a problem if you quit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it wouldn't be a problem. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I at a certain point, it's just like, all right, there's nothing I could do for you.
yeah.
I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
I'm not your dad. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. If you want to do that, then just keep it away from me. That's really it. That's how I never really got caught in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact.
Are you guys easily influenced?
Mm-mm.
Never.
Nah.
Never.
I'm
never,
not gonna
never.
cap. I done had
I
people
would be-
call me lame for not doing certain things, and
Yep.
I be like, yeah, I'm probably lame, but like, you feel
Yeah.
me? It's whatever.
I was like 10 years old. People were trying to like make me drink and smoke. I said, nah, I want to go to
For real?
NBA and just live a life.
I was offered it the first time when I was like 12.
Nah,
And
me too,
I
low
said
key.
no.
Like, how was I? And I was like 6. One of my childhood friends, one of my childhood friends, we was in a like parking, like in a park. He was smoking, I think, a cigarette or something. He was like, do this. Because we was young though. Like, I was like, nah, though.
Nah, bro. Smoking a
Cigarettes at that
cigarette
young
at
age
6
is
is
crazy.
nasty work,
Yeah.
yo.
It was one.
That's nasty work.
It was
man.
one time, like this was during COVID year. This was COVID year. This was freshman year. I was at the park with my friends. We ain't leave the park till like 11 at night, and then they had edibles. They tried to give me an edible. I said nah.
You know what I mean?
My mom was home too. It would have been a bad night.
Good,
There's no
man.
point. Man.
No point, man.
It's really no point.
Yeah,
Like,
Like substance abuse is an issue with people your age?
now it
Yeah,
is
now,
more of an
now.
issue because it's
It's everywhere and it's glorified too.
Yeah.
And it's like a coping mechanism for some people.
But it doesn't really, like, it masks
It-
the real
It's glorified
issue.
and
It
it's
masks the
also
real issue.
yeah.
Because
Exactly.
if you, like, it's,
I hated that,
Like, it
man. I
masks
hate
the real
people that
issue.
can't like. That's back to self-reflecting, bro. If you need that to escape instead of self-reflecting,
yeah.
some people just chill with it, man.
Then,
If you do it recreationally and you just chilling, okay, I get it. You feel
But
what I'm
then
saying? But if
if
it's your like, if you can't go a day without it,
yeah.
and then you just start tweaking it, and then you start getting like temper tantrums or against other
Stressing
people,
out.
yeah, you might be cooked, bro.
Yeah.
It's time for rehab, bro.
Yeah,
Put
'cause
yourself
if
on
you
the plate,
Can't rely on
flip
that.
yourself over.
Therapy
You know what I'm
session.
saying? You're cooked. Put yourself on the plate. Put a little seasoning on yourself.
Mm.
You're cooked. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, man.
Yeah, man.
But hey, man, that might be enough for this episode, man. We have a lot more topics that we wanted to speak about, but
Mhm.
we'll save that for another episode when, you know what I'm saying? Like, flu season is crazy. Have any one of y'all got sick during the break?
Nah.
I was
I
sick,
had a
man.
bad cough last night.
Yeah, I got a headache, man.
I felt like I
Feel
was
what
about to throw up.
Yeah.
That tea,
That
Yeah,
was
you gonna get
crazy.
him some water, man. You guys
That
have a
tea,
great
man.
day, man. In a podcast. Do it for the cat. About to do the cat.